Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowl here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's Morton. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And it's a bunch formation. Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Slides the quick throw. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, handoff inside.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on 1st down. He's running out of time here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Big moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, 3rd down in the red zone. Can they convert? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball is caught. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So 1st down from the 12 now.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keeps it on the design run. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. They're going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quick throw over the middle. And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history of playing linebacker.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Tigers will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback's got it on the option. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Wide open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Heading left after the handoff. Fighting off the defender. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Short completion, a third down play coming up. Back in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go, first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Short pass, finds the tight end, and he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
He's going to hand this off. He breaks through. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
And it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Clemson, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So if you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That's caught. It's Morton. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. And that's a third straight misfire.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, well, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Tigers. The special teams strike in this playoff game. Enormous moment. You go back and forth, but that special teams touchdown could be the defining moment of this playoff game.
Man, that returner struck like lightning. That was a spectacular play when you need to pull off a play where you're going to need it at some point.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson.
Football comes out. Ball scooped up on the defense. Breaks into the clear.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
The offense starts with a short field. Using his legs, it's Scott. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll hand it off. Finding enough space for a solid game before this time.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Can he get there on the ground? They convert. First and goal now, coming up at the 5.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? The defense swarms him in the backfield. They had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
This is a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running with purpose. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
They'll kick it away here. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The receiver grabs him. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame, and man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Notre Dame looking to convert on fourth down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He escapes the pocket.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. End zone ahead. They finally get him down, but it's first and goal at the 5. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch is made down the middle. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. 1st down, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Breaks into the clear. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're fortunate to have the lead at the break with those pass protection problems. Let's see if they can clean that up here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Hands off to the left. Finding some room at the 25. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morton. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On third down, he drops to throw. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Important second down play coming up. Looking for a man. By the receiver. Good enough for first down yardage. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Notre Dame getting set for the first and 10 now. They're going to run the option. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Over the middle. It's Campbell. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Irish. The quarterback takes it in himself. So it playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Using his legs, it's Scott. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking right. This one caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
See if he can make a play on this return. And they've got the returner corralled. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Ooh, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Scott. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Morgan. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The receiver makes the catch. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. So Clemson has the lead here, Dirk, as we head to the quarter break. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep ball caught inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
We're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
We don't bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds his target. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The game makes it second and medium. Trying to find room. It's Scott. Picks up the first, looking for more. And a tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
First and goal, handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Coming up, second down and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's a run call on third and goal. And they'll get him down that time.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going to take off. It's a deep shot right down the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. Leaning on the run game here late. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
On the ground. Stop. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And the wideout goes in motion. And there's the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to...
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Breaks into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. The course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.